Hey guys, so some of you might already know that on top of all the other things I do, I'm also a graphic designer. I've been using Wix for website creation for about 10 years since I created my first website through them, and I've followed their evolution very closely, and now they're the main platform that I use to create all my websites because I like how much control you have over the whole design and functionality of the website. So I wanted to show you how to create this cool fading header effect. So as you can see, I have a beautiful full screen image here, and as I scroll down the page, my header appears, and when I scroll back up, it disappears. So I want to show you how to create this on your own. Let's get started. So the first thing I've done here is just created a simple logo out of provided Wix vector art and a little bit of text. Okay, and then what I want to do next is add a column strip for my header. And that's going to be my template that I'm going to create my two headers out of. So I'm going to go to add, strip, classic, and just a simple white. I'm going to change the background to transparent. Okay. And then I'm going to add some columns. Drag this up. Okay. Now what I want to do is make it the same size as my header. Okay, and now I can start adding all of my elements that are going to be changing out. So I want to change the proportions of these columns a little bit to give me more room in the middle and a little bit less on the sides. What are you doing? This is annoying. Oh my god, come on. Okay, we'll do it this way. And then manage. And I'll just move column 2 this way. Okay. That's a little bit better. Actually, I want to kind of customize this a little bit. Hope this works. All right, that's pretty good because it's popping in and out. Okay, so now I want to change the proportions of my logo to coincide with my header columns. Drag it over into that column. And then I just want to center things up a little bit. That's pretty good. So this is going to be my base header that people are going to see when you first load the website. So I'm just going to drag this strip up into my header. Attach, copy. Okay, now I'm going to make the one that fades in as you scroll down. So I got to change my colors here. So I'm going to change the entire strip background to white. And then I have to change my logo colors so that they contrast. Let's pick a kind of dark blue. Yeah, that's good. Now I don't like that against the orange, so we're going to change that color also to something lighter to match the clouds. Yeah. A little bit. That's good. Okay. So this is going to be my contrast header. let's go into our Corvid and get our code going for this. So I want to change the name of it to something easy to remember. I like to go with like something cute. Heidi header. And you want to make that hidden on your loading. Okay. What you want to make sure as you're doing this is that your header elements are frozen. This effect will not work if you're using any of the default Wix kind of animated headers. So yep, make sure it's on this setting, freezes, and not any of these others, because then it will not work. So first thing we have to do is add a scroll element, and this is going to be something attached to the page that allows Corvid to recognize what to do with the header when. So you can add anything. It can be an image, it can be a line. I like to use a line because it's a small element that as soon as you start the scroll, it's going to leave frame pretty quickly. So we're going to go shape line, and then I just want to make that invisible. We don't want to see that. Okay, and then I'm going to change its name to something easy to remember, like scroll line 1. Now I'm just going to add some definitions here. Viewport enter, viewport leave. Okay. You want to be careful not to add this to your header, because then it'll be stuck at the top of the page and it'll never leave the viewport, and then the effect won't work. So I'm going to change the position not by clicking and dragging it up here, but I'm going to instead open up my toolbar and just set my Y to 0. Actually, let's move that down a little bit just to give the header effect a little bit of time before it kicks in. Okay, 15 is pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to open up my code panel, and I like to put this in the site code so that it translates all throughout the pages and it's not just stuck to the home page. So first thing I'm going to add is a definition for my fade options. So let fade options equal, because the default fade that Wix gives you is a little too long for effects like this. So I'm going to say duration is 250. Okay. Then I'm going to start adding my code for the header. So, oh, they added to the page. So let's just click and cut those and add them instead to the site code. There we go. Okay, so now I have my viewport enter and viewport leave. So I want to tell Corvid that if the site visitor scrolls away from the viewport of this scroll line, it's going to show my Heidi header. So I just want to define the Heidi header. Heidi header dot show, and then I want this to be with my fade. So I'm going to tell the effect to be fade, and then I want it to adhere to these fade options. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to go here to my scroll line viewport enter and have it do the opposite effect. So Heidi header dot hide, and I want that to fade, and I want it to adhere to these fade options. Great. Okay, now we're going to attach this Heidi header strip to the header of the page. And you see it disappears, it shows up kind of like transparent when the element is hidden on page load. And that's exactly what we want. And then I want to add my menu. Let's just pick this one for simplicity's sake. And this will attach to the Heidi header. Yeah, I know, shut up. I wish there was a way you could turn those off. Now, let's see how this works. And as you can see, I have my beautiful full screen background here with a transparent header and just the logo at the top. And then when I scroll down, my header with menu appears. And when I scroll back up, it goes away. So there you have it. If you like this tutorial, slap that like button and make sure to subscribe because there's more to come. Check out my other videos on this channel and feel free to leave a comment below if there's something specific you want to see covered in the future. I'll leave a link to the Wix API resources and links to my social media accounts if you want to hit me up or follow me. And I'll see you around the interwebs. Bye for now.